Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis, Tennessee, 92.9 HD FM, and all you folks in Brownsville on 1520 AM, 95.3 FM, and of course in Jackson on News Talk 101.5. On this first Saturday in December, Gene Smith, Dave Gabbard are our co-hosts. We've kind of breezed through it, what we call the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming, and saved what I think is the best for the near end here, talking to a man that probably knows more stories about me than anybody else, unless that other person might be Tommy Aiken or Steve McAdams, but Jim Perry. And I didn't know a lot about Jim until the first time I was in the boat with him. Then I knew I shouldn't have been here. But Jim Perry, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, Larry. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad I didn't leave you on the side of that tree down there at Reelfoot.
Well, I think you did. You know, I hadn't been on a cypress tree stump since then. That's for sure. But Jim is going to be my interpreter, and just in case his son Michael says something I don't understand, we'll bring Jim in. But good to have Michael Perry on with us this morning too. Hey, Michael, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, doing great. Thanks for having me back on. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Folks, you know that we have been talking and on the saga that changed Michael's life back on November the 11th, 2019. While deer hunting, an accident happened. He fell. He was impaled, and things have been really rough for this charter boat captain that has the what's the name of that charter boat service?
Papa Bear Charters.
Papa Bear Charters out of Hilton Head, South Carolina. And so we want to get an update not only on Michael, but what he's got coming up, because you know, folks out there, I am a prayer warrior. And I wanted to get Michael on this Saturday because on Monday, what's happening Monday on December the 7th, Michael?
Well, we're going to have another surgery, and it's going to be the next step, hopefully, for me to finally be on the road to healing and recovering for good. We've had some failed attempts and opportunities to close a fistula.
Yes.
That has been leaking ever since the surgery back in Vanderbilt. And so the quality of life is, I'm very happy to be here, but it hasn't been up to snuff, if you know what I mean. So
right.
We're trying to get that fixed up.
And that's going to be Monday where?
We're doing it in Charleston, in USC. And they've been taking really good care of me up there. And really looking forward to, like I said, getting back in the hospital. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm looking forward to surgery, but I am looking forward to it.
What time you have to be there Monday?
They haven't called yet. They're going to call me. OR is going to call me tomorrow.
Okay.
Between 1 and 4. But,
okay.
So I would imagine normally, since I've been up there many times, about 7 a.m. if I had to take a guess.
Okay, folks. So I'm stopping right now in Outdoors with Larry Ray. Never done this before, but I'm asking you out there, my many listeners in East Arkansas, North Mississippi, West Tennessee, to take time on Monday morning to take a break and say prayers for Michael Perry right now, because Amen. I know that's what's brought Michael through this. The many 13th surgery coming up. He just broke his dad's old record of 9, and we'll talk about that. But I really want you to take time Monday morning and hope that this goes well. It's God's plan. Michael knows that God's in control of this thing. We've talked about this many times. But for Monday morning, and Michael, I know people have asked, why did this past November the 11th, you went back to the spot? Talk to us about that.
Well, it was I set a lot of goals laid up in the hospital for as long as I was. I wanted to kind of get a timeline on with the doctors, what they had kind of scheduled and what they thought I would, recover and how long it would take for me to recover.
Yes.
And then I wanted to kind of have my own timeline and my own sets of goals to do. And on the 11th, I either wanted to be sitting in a deer stand in that same tree that I fell out of, or at least be underneath it looking up at it. And for me, with my condition still where I'm at right now, I just didn't have the strength to hang a set and do it. And from a safety standpoint, I didn't feel like I could do it. And I could have had somebody do it for me, but that kind of defeats the purpose for me to get back in there and hunt, you know. So I'm gonna wait until next year. But I wanted to be there on the 1 year anniversary and just kind of see how it would go down, what it would feel like. And it was a very good, positive trip, beautiful afternoon.
Yes.
And we had a great walk going in and talking and conversation, and you know, camaraderie there with my dad and some friends of mine there from Tennessee, and Jason was with me, the guy that cut me off the tree that came to me and got me down.
Really? Okay.
And it was just one of those moments. A lot of negative energy was left behind, and a brighter light was left, you know, shining forward. So we're definitely looking forward to getting this story back underway with surgery, and hopefully going to be able to start the healing process again.
And Jim, I know a lot of folks know Jim from his days in Northwest Tennessee tourism as his guide, and once upon a time a crappie champion was some guy named McAdams, I think. I don't know who was in the front of the boat or not, but took me under his big wing when I first started Commercial Appeal in April of 1988. One of the first people I met was Jim Perry. And it was many, many years, I'm truthful, that before I ever realized that Jim was missing a leg, part of a leg. I can't remember which one it was, but he also introduced me to a guy who had a dog with 3 legs. So I was just, there was something about legs. But Jim had an accident, in a racing car accident when he was 39 in 1966, has had nine surgeries. So talk about the strength of Michael through this, Jim.
Well, you know, I of course, needless to say, you know, I'm proud of him and really blown away, you know, amazed by his mental strength, so to speak, and, you know, the way he's handling it, you know, mentally, and the goals. And he's been through, you know, he's been through so much, and of course, unfortunately, we can't show all the pictures and the videos and everything, you know. And him at Vanderbilt up there 2 months,
yes,
and 12 surgeries and or whatever it was up there. It might have been fewer than that because he's had some at Charleston. But anyway, you know, I can't say enough about it, and I'm blown away. He's done far more, you know, than I did. Of course, I was young, 27 years old, and whatever it was, 1966.
Okay, yeah.
Had my surgeries and got my leg removed, and, you know, but I had a positive attitude, and kind of like Michael, I wasn't going to be held down, held back. I was going to do everything. The only thing I can't do now that I could do before I lost that leg was run a marathon. I guess I could do that. You know, I could skip along, I guess, and do that.
If he wanted to.
But anyway.
Michael, I guess this is when you find out who your friends are, and you've got a lot of friends, buddy. I mean, what they've done for you, not only the charter boat captains there and everything like that. I'm assuming that even to this day, it's been over a year now, that people are still got you back, don't they?
Yeah, it's been definitely, truly, overwhelmingly humbling, if there's a word that I can describe it. And you know, for me, you know, the friendships have always been solid, you know, for a lot of my boys that helped me out. And of course, my dad, my family, my wife's family. You know, it's amazing how much closer we are now, and I thought we were pretty darn tight before. You know,
yeah.
And where we are now is really, it's amazing, especially my wife and what it's done for me spiritually, and our relationship spiritually, and
yes.
moving forward with this with my kids. You know, you got to be really blind to the fact that God saved me on that day, and
no doubt.
And
Yeah.
it affected so many people. You know, I can just sit here and take up all the rest of your time and probably a few more shows later with, you know, what it's done for people spiritually and what it's done for people just, you know, having rough times and need to dig out of a bad hole, and looked at me and looked at what I've been through and, you know, just absolutely just picked themselves up and got on with it, you know.
Well, I know your wife Sarah, your two kids Audrey and Olivia. They have become Facebook famous through their efforts of keeping us all posted and what's going on. And I know Monday's a big day for you, and so that's I really appreciate you taking time on this Saturday morning to let us reach out to you.
I got two words.
What's that, Gene?
Endeavor to persevere.
Endeavor to persevere. That would probably describe Michael Perry.
Amen.
I think that.
Well, I appreciate that.
Because
appreciate that very much.
The things that go through with this thing. So I wanted you to know, and of course your daddy knows that too. We joke around a lot and everything, but there's a lot of people here pulling for you in this area, West Tennessee. Just seems like the other day that I still have that picture your dad sent me of us walking out of the duck blind. I don't know where I got that camo, but boy, that was a bad one, you know. So I think I probably bought it from Jim Perry. They probably brought it along for me.
It's amazing anybody ever kill a duck wearing it.
Yeah, is that right? I noticed you were a lot more dressed up than I was, you know. So, but we get to this. And Jim, I know. Would you please let us know? You know, and I know Sarah will keep posting things. Michael, that those of us in the Memphis area and all throughout West Tennessee will know a lot about Papa Bear charters and what's going on. I know that we're with you, buddy. On and your dad has to bring. It's Pearl Harbor Day too. Okay, I mean
Thank you.
He brings.
There's got to be a story. It's got to be a story or a line or something in there. He had it on Veterans Day, and you're going to have this major surgery on the 7th, which is Pearl Harbor Day. So that's got to mean
well,
something.
maybe it's
I don't know.
Truly having a warrior's heart, you know.
That's what it's going to be, buddy, and that's what it's going to be, and we're going to celebrate December the 25th, and we're going to have good vibes, okay, buddy?
That's
all right.
There you go.
Well, thank y'all both for being with us. Just a few minutes, folks. Remember that Michael Perry, Monday morning in Charleston, and Jim. Our prayers go out to you and the entire Perry family. Okay, buddies.
All right, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Appreciate both of you guys. Okay, Michael, we're with you all the way,
sir.
buddy. What'd you say again, Gene Smith? What'd you call it?
Endeavor to persevere.
Do it, Michael. Okay.
There you go.
Endeavor, that's right. I'll have it on the tip of my tongue throughout this whole thing. Now, I really appreciate that.
Okay, and Michael, I'm going to come over there and deep sea fish with you sometime, but I only troll in 5 feet of water. Okay, so let's just don't make it too much, because I'm afraid you'd leave me on one of those little dinghies out there or something, knowing your daddy.
Yeah,
okay.
They don't call it the low country for nothing. We can catch fish in 5 feet.
I know you can, but there's no cypress trees where I'm going with you. Okay. All right. Y'all have a great one. We'll be thinking about you. All right, man.
All right, thank you later.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you.
All right, let's take a break. Hard act to follow. Be right back on Outdoors of Larry Ray.